Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back to another episode of Nerf Combos on my channel. My name is Luke Triton, and today we are covering the Evader. The Evader is in the Modulus line, which has a lot of tactical potential. It is a semi-automatic magazine-fed blaster. It has a barrel and stock attachment point and 3 tactical rails. Now, this is a very unique and interesting blaster, and I've been looking forward to this combos episode for a while now. My personal combo is a bit wacky, but I love it so much. So we look at the 3 traditional classes, which is heavy, close quarters, and long range. We're going to look at my personal combo, and then 2 gimmick combos after that. The first combo is, of course, the heavy. Now this is, again, the first part of the uniqueness about this blaster. That built-in stock section is a bit weird, and while some people do like it, some people don't, for a heavy setup, I don't see myself ever using this. Now, I've got no melee attachments. I don't have a twin slice. The spike tooth barrel isn't on there. I see this more as just from the hip and kind of minigun style, if that makes sense. So we have the regulator handle barrel to kick things off. We have it attached to the Modulus barrel with the Stampede and Modulus shields for some protection. And I thought I would use the end barrel piece that comes with the Scavenger. I don't think I've ever used this before ever since buying the Scavenger. But I think it gives it a nice little aesthetic difference, and for what it is, may as well use it. Because this is a side-fed, well, it's a magazine-fed blaster, but it's done from the side. The 35 dart drum, whilst I use it for every heavy combo, it works particularly well with this. This was originally released with the Raider, which was also a side-fed blaster, so the orientation of the darts feeding into the blaster does work really well. You might have to try and find a newer one, because this one, my one in particular, doesn't feed too well. So sadly, I personally can't really use it. But, for what this is my heavy combo. The next combo is close quarters. Now, this is a bit bare bones, but I think this is all it really needs. The stock I'm using, which is probably going to be the most interesting point about any of the combos because of how this section works. This is the regulator stock, which holds a 10 dart magazine. I wouldn't class this as one of the longer stocks, but it's definitely one of the more useful ones because it can hold a magazine. Along the top, we are using the small scope that came with the Modulus ECS-10. We have the torch on the side rail, and I'm going to be using the barrel that is included with the Evader. This bottom tactical rail is going to be empty for most of the video. I don't really know what else I would put on here. In the long range combo, I am going to be putting a bipod on there, but I'll leave that for the next combo. Of course, I'm using the, to do it this way, the 10 dart banana magazine because it's a bit stylish. And for what this is, it's not too bad. But again, because of the orientation, it's side-fed and this whole thing here, it's something that you need to get used to. And another bonus is because I'm using the barrel that's included with the Evader, when it comes to nighttime, you turn on your torch, you turn on your blaster, and you're going to have a banging time. This is close quarters. And the last of the 3 traditional classes, as always, is long range. Now this is kind of funky, and this is the bipod that would go here. Again, I don't see anything else really going here. Maybe a torch, but that's for something else. So since we're talking about it, that's the bipod down there. The stock I'm using is the Raider stock. This is an adjustable stock that has 3 different length points. And this is probably one that would be best suited for this blaster. This is in the smallest position and works very well when you've got it close up into your shoulder. Even though you extending it all the way out can look a bit awkward. Again, for me, that still feels a lot better. Moving to the top here, we have the long-range scope from the Modulus line, and we have the smaller scope on the side rail that came with the Modulus ECS-10. So when you're going around doing your sniping, if you need to get close quarters, turn the blaster sideways, use the smaller scope. I can't actually aim down that scope, which is a bit of a bummer. I'm actually looking down the top of it, but still, it's there for style points, I suppose. We have 1 Modulus barrel because I don't want this to really be too long. And we have the long-range barrel on top of that. The magazine I am including is a 12 dart magazine, which I was supposed to use in the previous combo, but oh well. And since I'm using a 12 dart one, I may as well use the clear one that comes with the Evader. So all in all, a bit of a funky look. Very square in that middle section as well. Not too much of a problem. If I put that down, yeah, I suppose I'll look a little better with the bipod folded down. This is my long-range combo. And now we move on to my personal combo. This is a very busy blaster, and I love it. So as mentioned in the original review, my preferred stock for this blaster is the tactical stock, or at least the tactical stock, that's what I call this one. This is included in the Ultimate Modulus Customizer kit. and it is a pretty good stock, especially with this cheek razor. It actually lines up really well for the optic that you put on here. In particular, I have the red dot sights because I think this works really well with this blaster. The overall look and the kind of SMG feel to it I think works really well. Got the torch there back on the side, using the chrono barrel here up front because it's clear. May as well put some more clear stuff to this. I don't really see me using this for many other different blasters, and because, again, just the whole look and feel to it, I think it works really well with this. I've got the twin slice on the tactical rail on underneath the chrono barrel. And of course, I'm using my beloved 30 dart drum. I would use the 35 dart drum because that works really well for side-fed blasters. But my one, again, doesn't really, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't feed well, that's what I'm trying to say. But all in all, this is very cool, very funky. I can't really get this all in shot, so I want to make sure, yeah, that works. So yes, this is my personal combo. This next combo is the first of 2 gimmick combos, and it is called Ghost. Basically, just use any clear attachments you've got. If you have the old Recon, the clear Recon, the clear Raider, that'd be really good because you've got loads of attachments there. The only clear attachments I have is the LED sight and the chrono barrel, both from the Ghost Ops line. The only magazine I have that's in clear is also the 12 dart mag that comes with the Evader. But you basically get the idea. Just use anything that's clear because it all looks good together because it's all clear, and obviously clear products, especially in a group, look really cool. But yeah, just clear stuff. That's Ghost. The second gimmick combo and the last combo of this episode is Tech Head. I've done this combo with a few other blasters, but I think this one works really well because this blaster can do that. So we have a bunch of battery operated technology based attachments, except for the stock. I didn't know what stock I would really put on this, so I thought may as well just use the Raider stock again because it's adjustable and for other reasons I mentioned earlier. The scope is the day-night zoom scope, which has the day-night feature and can zoom. Very cool indeed. On the side here we have the camera that comes with the Battle Scout. It's more tech, why not just get it on there? Speaking of tech, everybody loves that chrono barrel. That's back on there. And because this glows green, I thought I may as well use the green laser to cooperate with that. So yeah, look at that. Very cool. Now for the magazine, again, you can't really do anything technology-wise for the magazine, so I'm just going to keep my beloved 30 dart drum in there. And all in all, this is Tech Head. So there we go, that is the end of this combos episode for the Evader. I do love that blaster a lot, and I hope you enjoy playing around with your attachments for that blaster as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.